third down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air. But no, incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And oh, he spins past him and into space. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run with Downs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Muhammad looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Throwing on second and long. Murray eluding the pressure right. And this one complete to Gafford. There he goes, left side.
That's right,
Touchdown, Cardinals. Rico Gafford, 67 yards. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Isaiah Simmons, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and 1 there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now, right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rico Gafford, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
It's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Ravens 8. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He's going to run again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they declined the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This time Jackson will throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 46 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a big test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half. Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now Murray off play action. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I see pressure somebody like just have to see your dad move. How can you be having pressure somebody that's about to see your dad move?
Play fake. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
Lining up for the extra.
So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll throw from the gun. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
20-yard line.
Off play action. Murray. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off the play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Then he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cardinals.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going deep for... Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calais Campbell, originally a Cardinal, there with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go again with Muhammad. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Campbell on the stop.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
The agency is where you're supposed to be. They're not, you don't have to, you gotta be on you. They're not gonna be on you. Too many folks applying for jobs.
Yeah. Nazi spies changing themselves.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Off play action. Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Off the play fake. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Buying time to his left. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time is definitely an or not.
After the interception, here's Jackson, forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 42 yards on the play from Baltimore.
He's going to keep it again. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
21.
Off play action, Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Andy Isabella.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Patrick Queen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 28 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
They're going to keep it on the ground. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
The score, Ravens 36, Cardinals 27.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Jackson on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 42 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
With that penalty, they only need 1 yard for the 2-point conversion.
And that can make all the difference trying to get those 2 points, right? Inches count down here in short territory. Maybe now they can get the 2 points that they want a lot easier.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2. But it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Murray now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They get this out left, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Ravens 42, Cardinals 35. Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Here's Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Good. That ties the game at 42-all. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Isaiah Simmons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Well, they went with the ultimate element of surprise there, trying the onside kick to start OT, and it backfires.
Not just element of surprise, how about element of hubris? I mean, that is unbelievable because the odds of getting an onside kick are small to begin with, and to give up your opportunity to ever possess the football that way, if you don't get it, that is absolutely huge. Didn't work, but boy, what a gamble.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. First throw of overtime for Murray. And this one complete to Gafford. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
On the option, it's Jackson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. There he goes, right side.
It's sad they
And they will score. It's a pick six.